Good morning everybody, welcome back to our channel, welcome back to another video. We hope you are all doing well. It is Saturday the 30th of August and just thought I'd pick up the camera, basically do a little bit of filming this weekend because we've got a weekend at home again. So, oh, it's just started raining again, how annoying. Basically this week, just to catch you up, Monday was when we got back from France in the early hours of the morning. That was bank holiday Monday. Tuesday we were at home and obviously working. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday Jack was working away, so he got back last night about 8 o'clock, and we basically had a bit of a chilled morning, to be honest. It is 25 past 10 now and it's just started raining. It's like raining on and off, which is so annoying because I've just done a load of washing because I checked the weather and it said it was going to be dry until this afternoon at like 6, well 5/6. So Jack's just gone out on his bike. He's got 3 hours to do today, which is really inconvenient, to be honest with you, because he's gone out sort of now. He won't be back till about 1:30, maybe a little bit after. So yeah, basically I've done a load of washing. Probably gonna have to put it in the tumble dryer, which is annoying. I need to have breakfast, but I will have it in a bit probably. But basically plans for this weekend are having a bit of a chilled one today, but this evening we're going to Jack's sister's for a curry. Sorry, I just get a bit of anxiety when the washing machine starts spinning out. Yes, we're going for a curry at his sister's house because his brother that lives in Vietnam is over, so we're having a bit of a family meal tonight. So we usually go empty-handed, really sloppy, I know, but a curry is usually quite a big meal anyway, and Jack doesn't drink, I don't really drink, to be honest, so we're not the sort of people that would like take wine or anything like that because we don't drink it, so we don't have it in the house. Anyway, I said to Jack, let's take something because it's just really quite rude that we just rock up, eat their food and then leave. So I'm going to make 2 desserts. So I'm going to make some brownies and I'm going to make a chocolate mousse. Haven't made the chocolate mousse myself before without my mum's help. So she gave me the recipe, but typical Wakesmith style, we don't ever measure anything out. So yeah, that's fun. So basically, actually, I just thought about something. I might need to just check the recipe with my mum. But anyway, I'm going to make the chocolate mousse now because it needs to set, obviously, by this evening. So I'm starting the video in here because of the washing machine. But I'm going to go in the kitchen now, just check the recipe that I've written down and basically make the chocolate mousse. So I just thought that I would bring you along with that. So I hope you guys enjoy this video and I will see you in a second in the kitchen. Sorry about the washing machine in the background, but I think that's best. So I've literally I was just speaking to my mum about the recipe. I've just basically melted a bar of dark chocolate because dark chocolate obviously has a much stronger flavour. So I need to let that cool down. So I thought I'll just do that first and then that can cool whilst I am catching you guys up to speed. So let's just wash our hands. I just thought I'd get the ingredients out and some bowls. So I need 2 bowls. So the recipe is 4 egg yolks. Well, it's just 4 eggs, but I need to separate out the eggs and the yolks and the whites. So I need to whisk the egg whites, 4 of them, until there is a peak in the bowl. I then need to whisk the cream, most of this. I've done the melting of the chocolate, that's going to cool down. Then I need to beat the yolks into the chocolate. So that needs to be cool because if not, then it basically creates a bit of a grainy effect. And then what I need to do is put the chocolate and the egg mixture into the cream, stir it together to get the air in, and then I need to add the egg whites to the mixture and fold it in, and then it will set. Clear as mud. So I don't actually need my scales for this. I will need that later on. So let's get another bowl. So let's try and do right, okay, so I want to put the white. Oh, great. I have to put that in. Oh no! That has gone a bit tits up, that one. Ah, that's so annoying, I've got a little bit of yolk. That's not got much left of the do that. Right, so let's whisk this. If I was a spatula, where would I be? Where on earth is my other spatula? Right, so potentially might have to put my chocolate mix in the fridge. Why is this so hard to get in? Because that's still quite hot. So I'll come back to you in a bit. Hello, welcome back to Cooking with Corinne, chaotic as always. So I got it out of the fridge not that long ago, but also it's still a little bit warm because I think the idea is that the eggs are obviously supposed to sort of cook in the chocolate. So I'm just beating the eggs. I just put the washing out, and then I'm putting the yolks into the chocolate. I'm stirring it in. Cool. Right, I'm then putting this into the cream. And it's at this point that I will know if it's gone grainy or not, I think. Just remembering, because this chocolate mousse is like signature Christmas dessert in our house. Now I've got too many spatulas on the go. So I'm stirring. Again, I probably should just have a spoon rather than the spatula. But my mum said that the egg whites you should be able to tip upside down on your head and it not fall out. I probably will just wipe the edge of that when I'm done. Right, so let's give this little bad boy a little bit. That looks good to me. Obviously I'm aware that bit now might fall, but do I even want to? Oh yes, I think we have success. Okay, so now I'm folding this in to my chocolatey mixture. Probably should have done this in parts. Possibly. Then this little puppy, I don't know if you can see actually, will go in the fridge to set. I'm just going to send a picture of it to my mum. I think they're just air bubbles. Yeah. I'm just going to cover that with cling film. Okay, it's now 11:34 and I am just going to nip out to the shops. Hope they haven't got any breakfast around my mouth. I just had 2 crumpets because it's quite late in the day. So basically my brother went to Vietnam in maybe May? Maybe April? I don't know. Anyway, and he bought me back this really cute and very cool owl. But it's made out of like some woven material and some rope and stuff, and it's quite fragile, so it is actually meant for the garden. But I tried to put it out in the garden and little bits of it just kept sort of breaking off, and I really don't want it to break. So I was going to buy one of those box frames, but I can't find one that is the right size. So I saw a little hack on TikTok where you can buy like multiple frames and either hinge them together, or I might just glue them together. But I need to take that with me, I think, so that I get the right size, and then it can be in a frame and then I can put it in the house and then it's going to be protected. So I'm just going to go to like Asda, B&M, Home Bargains, that kind of area with the owl and try and find something. But I don't think I need it to be hinged. I think the only reason I would need it to be hinged is if, for example, like a lot of people do it as key storage and put them over thermostats, electrical boxes, those kind of things. So they need to get behind it, whereas I don't, because my thoughts are, as long as I can get in the frame to get it out if I ever need to, then I don't need it to hinge, and also then it'll be sturdier if it's not hinged. So I'm thinking that I could just get, I'm probably going to need 3 frames, I would imagine, because of the depth of the actual like belly of the owl. Yeah, I think I could just glue gun all 3 frames together, and then probably have to glue a couple of the backs together to obviously make sure it's really, really sturdy. Do that. But actually now I'm just thinking about it as well. Maybe I'll get Jack to put it on the wall. Initially I was thinking that I would put it somewhere else, but maybe I'll get Jack to put it up here on the wall as you come in, because it's got blue in it, as you can see. And obviously this is like a light grey blue kind of colour with pops of yellow and blue. So that might look quite cool actually, if it looks good in my little frame setup. But that would be really nice. Then it's like the first thing you kind of see when you come in. I think that might look quite good. So yeah, I'm just gonna go off to the shops now. Let's go in the mirror now. I'm just gonna go off to the shops now, see if I can get a frame for this little bad boy. And then obviously this afternoon do a little bit of DIY to make this into a nice frame. So hopefully it looks good. If not, maybe I'll just get Jack to just hang that on the wall as it is if it looks really bad. But hopefully it looks good because obviously I will be spending money on frames. But yeah, I'm just gonna go out now. Hello everyone, I am now back from the shop and just thought I would give you a little haul of things that I got. So, got some washing up liquid, standard. Fairy liquid is the best, don't need to be told otherwise. It is elite. Needed to get a few bits I didn't get from the shop yesterday, so I just needed some shower gel, I've got some chia seeds, I've also got some frozen raspberries and blueberries, because we always get our frozen fruit from Aldi because it's the cheapest. I've got some cling film. This is really expensive, £2. Oh, the box is broken. That is so annoying. Anyway, £2.39. I haven't bought cling film for such a long time, to be honest with you, but that seemed quite expensive to me. Anywho, here's Mr. Owl. I got another groove knife. This is for gardening, going in between the patio, because I already have one and I use that a lot, and we're going to do some gardening at my grandparents' house next week, so I just got one just in case Jack wanted it, and also my one's a little bit blunt and it doesn't hurt to have them. It's literally £2 from B&M. I got a furniture cover for our outdoor patio furniture because we need to get one for the winter. And basically I just can't find one anywhere else because missed the boat. So it's just green, like a tarpaulin sort of material. It's going to be a lot longer than the actual sofa is, but because it's obviously like a corner, it's more of a square, I can't find one that would be the right size. Potentially if this was a large it might be a bit better, but I just thought I'd get it, we can try it, and if it's no good take it back. So again, that was B&M. And then I got 3 of these frames. So they are really quite bashed. I don't know if you can see. Probably not. Like here. Ideally I wanted black, but they didn't have black, but this was kind of the best fit because A4 was too small and A3 was too big. But if you see, Mr. Owl is going to fit in there quite nicely, I think. Without being bent over in any way. So I've got 3 of these. These are slightly thicker framed ones. 3 should be okay. I think potentially his little eye there might rub slightly on the top, but it's hard to tell when you haven't got it home. So obviously the idea is to hang these portrait, and I managed to knock them down on the price because they're all bashed and none of them were in good condition. Obviously, oh, that is so annoying. What? That? What the hell? Oh my god, one of them is... Can you see that? Oh, that is so annoying. One of them is not the same size. Oh, why would they do that? It's actually exactly the same frame. Oh, that's so annoying. Well, I'll have to take one of them back. This one, not today though, it'll have to be another day because I'm not going back there. That is so irritating. Why would they do that? I didn't even think to check. Ugh. Okay, well that basically sums up my day. Anyway, the point is, I'm gonna glue, well I was gonna glue all 3 of them together. That is so annoying. I can't believe I didn't notice that. Oh, that is really frustrating. Anyway, my plan is, I need to anyway just take all of the backs out to see if it's even going to be deep enough anyway. and then I'll probably, well, I won't do that now, but no more nails them together, and then paint them black. So I went to B&Q and I just got 2 little tester pots. They were £2.25 of black paint. But then I remembered that my mum has got black paint. However, obviously my mum is in Kent, but we're going there next week. So potentially this little project is going to have to be carried over to next week anyway, because of the frame situation. If not, then I will make a start on it potentially and just glue 2 of them together. I'm not sure. I'll wait and see, basically. But yeah, got them, and just literally got the washing in because it's just started raining again, so that's annoying. So I have to put it on the air and potentially in the dryer as well. But I'm actually getting quite peckish. Jack should be back in the next 10, 20 minutes maybe. So then hopefully we can have a little bit of lunch. But yeah, that's the update from me. Being able to actually just ruin my day. Can't believe that. So annoying. Anyway. So Jack is just back from his bike ride and we're having an omelette. I'm not really the biggest omelette fan, to be honest with you, but just fancied it. But we have got the green pepper, which is going to be a toughie, hence why I've got the ketchup. Jack's just there. Managed to avoid the rain, you said? Yeah, managed to avoid the rain. Very windy, but yeah, it was nice to take the overshoes and jacket out for a 3-hour trip around East Sussex. Yeah, he's just having toast and he's just using up a few bits from the fridge because he's my little dustbin. And we're just going to eat this and then probably chill on the sofa watching a TV or a film. Hello everybody, it is now Sunday. It is 6:15 in the evening, and as always, Sunday is cleaning day. Jack's been out on his bike. We then actually went back to B&M because I decided to, well, needed to exchange that photo frame because obviously it was the wrong size. And I said to Jack on the way, should we just quickly nip into the range and see what the range have got, because usually they have some gold and gems, and I didn't go there yesterday. So we nipped in there and I found this other photo frame that I actually quite liked instead, and I wouldn't need to paint it or anything like that. However, it was thinner, so I was going to need more of them. So I just said to Jack, like, should we just take all of the photo frames from B&M back and either just put the owl on the wall as is, or revisit it next week, because the range only had 1 photo frame and I would need 4. So we ended up doing that. Went into TK Maxx and I actually got a new purse because I wanted a new purse for my birthday. So my mum was like, well, have a little look, see, you know, what you can find. And I found a good one there, so that was that. And then we came home. I've just done a little bit of ironing. We were just watching the touring cars on the TV, and now we're just about to prep lunch, and dinner is also being cooked as well, and breakfast. And basically I've got to go in the office 3 days from next week, so, and Jack has been working away, as you know, and he was having a little bit of a meltdown the other day about getting fed up with prepping food because it is time consuming and a little bit tedious. So I said to him, well, I basically rearranged the fridge slightly, so I've moved one of the shelves up to allow us to have a bit more space in the bottom shelf so that we can start trying to prep 2 days at once.
Oh, we used to.
Did we used to do that?
I used to.
You used to do 2 days lunch, but not 2 days breakfast, did you? But basically we're just going to try it, and also I want to try and make our pasta sauce for tomorrow night's dinner, just to save myself a job when I get back from the office tomorrow. So just going to prep the food now, and basically see if it all fits in the fridge.